Welcome. The topic of this video is using Microsoft Team Meetings, a guide to help you get the most from hosting team meetings. So I hope to show you some useful features that will make your team meetings or your live classes run more smoothly. So before we start this video, I just want to say that I think it would be really useful if the first thing that you did was went into Microsoft Teams on your computer, and if you made yourself a practice team where you can make phone calls with no other people in the call so you can practice your techniques. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I've opened up Microsoft Teams and I'm going to make the new team. So do you see here we have join or create a team, and then choose create a team, then choose class, and then we'll call it demo team T, and then we'll go to next and skip. We won't add anybody to the team. So now you want to practice your meetings. So if you see down here at the bottom we have the Meet Now button. If we press that, what that brings up is you should see your webcam turning on, you should see your light, you should see a picture of yourself grayed out, and then you press the Meet Now button and you're in a meeting on your own and you can practice all the techniques that you're going to learn in this video. So just to go over that again. So I recommend creating your own practice team, and then you click Meet Now, and then you click Meet Now again when that comes up. Okay, and then you're in a meeting just by yourself so you can practice. So next up is the meeting control panel. So when you're in Microsoft Teams, if you don't see the meeting control panel, just move your mouse around. You must be in a meeting though. You have to be in a meeting, so I'll just show you that. So you must be in a meeting like this. So exactly the way I showed you a couple of minutes ago, when you join the meeting you would get this screen up, and there's your meeting control panel. If it disappears off on you, all you do is move the mouse around and it'll appear back up on the screen. So again, here's the sound on, sound off. So if there's a line through it, you're on mute. And again, camera on, camera off, line through it, your camera is off. That should read. Okay. So topics that I'm going to cover is learning how to mute and unmute your mic, which we've just done, learn how to switch on and off the webcam, show how to set up a virtual background, how to share your screen, sharing files versus sharing your desktop, live captions, how and when to use the chat functions, meeting notes, how to record a meeting, how to add participants while in a meeting, meeting options, presentation controls, the lobby, download an attendance list, and I have 2 videos created that I will send the links along with the link to this video. They're on my YouTube channel, and please subscribe if you get a chance. So another pitfall when you're in a meeting is that you can't see the presenter of the meeting. So if this happens to you, what you do is click the name of the presenter down at the bottom of your screen and it'll bring it up full size for you. So moving along then, these are the buttons on the meeting control panel. You have your timer, you have your camera, your microphone, your share button, your more actions, your raise your hand, your chat, your people button, and your leave meeting button. So just an important thing to note, that you need to know where your web camera is. So normally it's up in the top of your screen there, and there'll be a light on when it's activated. Okay, so next up I want to show you how to do the virtual background. So if you find your meeting control panel, click the 3 dots for more actions, hide background effects, pick your background, or you can add a new background if you want to. I'm going to show you it now. So my meeting control panel is back up. I go to more actions, show background effects, and then you can pick whichever one you want. So I and you just press preview to see what it looks like. You'll see a picture of yourself and the background, and then you just go to apply, and then it comes up as your background. So next up is sharing your screen. So again, on the meeting control panel, you'll find the share button, which looks like a square with an up arrow. So I'm going to show you it in Teams now. So when you press the share button, it brings you up loads of options. You can share your desktop. So this will share your desktop and allow you to open any file or any program on the computer. So like if you want to open up a Microsoft Word document, if you want to open a picture, if you want to open up PowerPoint, you can do it all by using desktop. So for a beginner's guide, I would say use the desktop all the time. However, there is other options like window, that'll just share the screen that you can see. Then you have other things, you can share other PowerPoints that you've already created, so you can also share those. Okay, you can also go to browse and choose any other file contained on your computer that you want to share. So when it comes to stopping your share, there's a few different buttons which I'll show you in a second back in the PowerPoint, but just for this one here, it happens to be the arrow and down. So these are the various buttons that you will see to stop sharing. So I saw that one. There's stop presenting, there's stop sharing. So they're the three options that you will see, and that's where most people panic, that they don't know how to get it back off the screen. And just to be aware, when you're sharing something on your screen, you'll know you're sharing it because there'll be a red border around the edge of your screen while you're sharing it. So if you choose to share your PowerPoint, just be aware that your students can move forward and back through those presentations. If you didn't want them to do that and you wanted them to be concentrating on the slide that you have in front of you, if you just go into your Teams meeting, into your more options and show device settings, in there you'll see private viewing and you can switch that off. So I'll show you that live now. So I'm back at the meeting control panel. I've pressed the three dots for more actions. I go to show device settings and I can turn off private viewing. At the moment, the only people in LWETB that would be put into the lobby of a meeting are guests. So that's somebody that doesn't have an LWETB email address. So, coming very shortly, Microsoft have promised that there's going to be an option for us to put everybody in the lobby. Now, why would you want people to be in a lobby, and what is a lobby? So a lobby, like that in a hotel, it's where you go in and you wait until you are sent somewhere else. So at the moment, your learners or your staff could start a meeting without you being in it. So if you didn't want that, eventually there will be an option in here for picking who can bypass. Okay, so to find that, you just go to your meeting control panel and go to people, and it'll be in there. I'm going to show you now. So I'm back in Teams again. This is my people button, your show participants. And what you do then is you click the X beside the tick up here, and it's more permissions. And what that does is it opens up an intranet page for you, and then you can see your options available to you in there. As soon as that comes live for LWETB, I will let everyone know and send out a little video showing you how to activate it. Next up, and something useful for your records, is the meeting attendance list. So how you find that is you go into the people or the show participants, you click the down arrow, and it'll download an Excel spreadsheet of the people that joined the meeting and what time they left. Please note, this is only available for the person who organised the meeting, so this option is not available for anybody else. So I'll show you that live in Teams now. So I've already pressed the show participants button, and then we just press the download attendance list, and it downloads the file there for us. You can just open that up. Another useful feature I would recommend you using with learners in classes particularly, but also any meeting it's applicable. If you just set up your meeting when you're in the meeting to turn off all incoming video, it just means that you're asking learners or participants at the meetings whether they want to turn on their videos. So when you press that option, it just makes anybody that joins the meeting after that time, their web camera is automatically turned off, and you can offer them the option of turning it back on then if they want. I'll show you that now. So again, it's in the meeting options, turn off incoming video. So if you want to test that your speaker and webcam are working before you join a meeting, if you just go in just before you join the meeting, you click settings and PC and speakers, and then you click make a test call, and it'll tell you whether your speakers and camera are working. I can't demo that because I'm already in the meeting on my Microsoft Teams here. So next up, and very important function in Teams is ending your meeting correctly. So if you just leave the meeting can still happen without you, and you leave the meeting by just pressing the red button at the end. But if you have a classroom full of learners, or you have a meeting that you want to end, make sure that you go into more actions and end meeting, and that ends the meeting for everyone, so it can't continue on. There's also an option for turning on live captions. So again, it's in the more actions, turn on the live captions, and what will happen is whatever you speak will appear at the bottom of the screen. It's not as accurate as Immersive Reader, but that's available in Word and PowerPoint, but it is getting better. So also you might want to take notes in your meeting. So if you go into your more options again and show meeting notes, and you can take notes for the meeting, and it'll go into the chat section for everyone to see. So there's just other options in meeting permissions about the lobby and who can present the meeting. So again, that was in people, and you can set whether everybody can present, that means everybody can share their screen, or you can set it that it's just yourself who can present. So I would say if you're teaching a live class, you should set it that you're the only one to present. Okay. So how do you add somebody to the meeting? So when you're in Teams, if you just go to the people, the show participants, you can type the person's name in there, and it'll phone call them in Microsoft Teams, or you can send them a link in the email by just pressing the little copy button there, and you can send that in an email to the person to join if you haven't already invited them to the meeting. So once you've more than 5 participants joining your team, everyone else who joins after the 5th participant should be automatically muted. You can mute them by going into people and clicking mute beside their name. To record a meeting, if you wanted to record a meeting, you obviously have to get everyone's permission to record the meeting or the class. You'd click the 3 dots and start recording. Just to be aware, after you record it, it's automatically loaded up into Microsoft Stream for all the attendees at that meeting. It's not something I tend to use, to be honest, but the facility is there. Okay. So then the meeting chat. So you might want to use the meeting chat to post links and things for your learners. So there's just loads of other options in there, you'll see. You can format it, you can attach things, you can put emojis in, GIFs, stickers, stream videos. You can add in a little form, a poll. How you do that is you click the 3 dots there, and you'll see Microsoft Forms, and you can make a little poll. and there's some more advanced features in chat. You can just take a look at. Okay, and I have the 2 videos, as I said, on setting up Teams meeting, one in Outlook and one in Outlook and one directly from the Teams app. So thank you for listening. Watch back the video as many times as you need to practice, and that's it from me.